Uncovering the Forgotten Gems of the Midwest. Welcome back to No Passport Required, where you can travel the world from the comfort of your favorite chair. Uncovering the Forgotten Gems of the Midwest. When you hear the word Midwest, what pops into your head? Cornfields? Endless flat landscapes? Well, it's time to think again. We're about to show you a side of America's heartland you probably never knew existed. From a nearly car-free island that feels like a trip back in time, to a town so wonderfully strange it's in a league of its own, we're exploring the places that shatter the flyover country stereotype. These spots are packed with so much character and beauty, you'll be planning your own heartland road trip by the time we're done. But stick around, because one place on our list is so wonderfully weird, it boasts more than a dozen Guinness World Record-holding objects. You'll have to keep watching to see where we end up. Our journey starts on an island that seems lost in time, Mackinac Island, Michigan. Tucked away in Lake Huron, the entire island is a National Historic Landmark, and for good reason. The first thing you'll notice? The sound. Or rather, the lack of it. That's because cars are almost entirely banned. Aside from a few emergency and utility vehicles, your options are the clip-clop of horse-drawn carriages, bicycles, or your own 2 feet. This instantly slows everything down, letting you soak in the incredible Victorian architecture and natural beauty without the hum of traffic. You can explore the imposing stone walls of Fort Mackinac, a military outpost that dates back to the 18th century, or hike through the woods to discover breathtaking limestone formations like the famous Arch Rock. And let's be honest, no trip is complete without grabbing some of the island's legendary fudge, a sweet tradition that makes Main Street smell amazing. It's proof that the Midwest has its own kind of island paradise, where history and nature live in a peaceful, nearly car-free harmony. Next, we're heading south to the prairies of Iowa, where a piece of old-world Germany has been hiding in plain sight for nearly 2 centuries. Welcome to the Amana Colonies, a string of 7 villages founded by German pietists in the 1850s. They came here seeking religious freedom and built a communal society that was almost completely self-sufficient for 80 years. That spirit of hands-on craftsmanship is still everywhere you look. As you wander through the villages, you'll find artisans practicing skills passed down through generations. You can visit Iowa's only working woolen mill, where looms have been clattering for decades, or watch woodworkers craft beautiful furniture by hand. The food is just as authentic, with family-style restaurants serving up hearty German dishes and local breweries offering a taste of the land. A visit to the Amana Colonies feels less like a trip, and more like stepping into a totally different chapter of American history. Time to head underground and explore what's often called the jewel box of American caves. Hidden beneath the rolling hills of southern Wisconsin is Cave of the Mounds, a national natural landmark that was accidentally discovered during a quarry blast in 1939. The moment you step inside, you've entered another world. The cave stays a cool 50 degrees all year round, making it the perfect escape on a hot summer day or a snowy winter afternoon. A guided tour takes you on paved walkways through passages filled with spectacular crystal formations. You'll see delicate stalactites hanging from the ceiling, massive stalagmites growing from the floor, and shimmering curtains of calcite that have been forming for thousands of years. Geologists figure it takes about 100 years for these formations to grow just 1 centimeter. It's a stunning underground gallery sculpted entirely by nature. Above ground you can hike on nature trails or even mine for your own gemstones. Our 4th spot is a sanctuary for artists and nature lovers, Brown County, Indiana. People call it the Little Smokies because of its rolling hills and incredible views, which absolutely explode with color in the fall. The heart of the county is Nashville, a bustling arts village packed with one-of-a-kind galleries, studios, and craft shops. You can easily spend a whole day just browsing handmade pottery, paintings, and jewelry. But the real masterpiece here is the landscape itself. Brown County State Park is Indiana's largest, offering miles of trails for hiking and mountain biking that lead to some of the best overlooks in the entire Midwest. It's this perfect mix of creative spirit and raw natural beauty that makes Brown County so special. It's a place that both inspires and recharges you, showing off the quiet, artistic soul of the heartland. We're only halfway through our tour of the Midwest's most incredible spots. These places are proof that there's so much more to this region than you might think. If you're discovering a new place you want to visit, or if you have a hidden gem of your own, drop it in the comments below. We honestly read every single one. And if you're enjoying this adventure, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming up next. From the quiet hills of Indiana, we're heading to a massive water playground in Missouri, the Lake of the Ozarks. This man-made lake was created when the Bagnell Dam was built in the 1930s. And here's a wild fact for you. It's said to have over 1,150 miles of shoreline. While the exact measurement is debated, that's more than the coast of California. This huge area makes it a top spot for boating, fishing, and pretty much any water sport you can think of. But the fun doesn't stop at the water's edge. The whole area is loaded with attractions. You can explore the cool, dark depths of caves like Bridal Cave or Stark Caverns, each with its own local legends. For a bit of history and an unbeatable view, check out Hahatonka State Park, where you can find the haunting stone ruins of a castle overlooking the lake. With resorts, wineries, and endless outdoor fun, the Lake of the Ozarks offers a perfect blend of high-energy adventure and laid-back relaxation. Next, we're diving into the wild heart of Michigan's Upper Peninsula to explore the Porcupine Mountains Wilderness State Park, known affectionately as the Porkies. At 60,000 acres, this is Michigan's largest state park, and it is truly untamed. It's home to one of the biggest old-growth hardwood forests left in the Great Lakes, with over 90 miles of hiking trails and countless waterfalls. But the main event is the incredible Lake of the Clouds. There's an accessible overlook that gives you a jaw-dropping view of the lake, nestled deep in a valley that was carved out by glaciers, surrounded by what feels like an ocean of trees. It's stunning any time of year, but in the fall, it's a bucket list trip, as the whole landscape just ignites with reds, oranges, and yellows. For the truly adventurous, trails lead down to the lake and deep into the backcountry for a real wilderness escape. The Porkies are a powerful reminder of just how raw and beautiful the Midwest can be. Let's dial the clock back to the 19th century in Galena, Illinois, a town where the past feels incredibly present. Seriously, over 85% of the city is a National Historic District, and walking down Main Street feels like you've wandered onto a perfectly preserved movie set. The beautiful old brick buildings are now home to boutique shops, antique stores, and cozy cafes. It's hard to believe now, but in the 1850s, Galena was a booming, lead-mining town and a steamboat port that was even busier than Chicago. You can see that former wealth in the grand Italianate mansions built on the bluffs and in the historic DeSoto House Hotel, where Abraham Lincoln once gave a speech from the balcony. Of course, the town's most famous resident was Ulysses S. Grant, and you can even tour his home. Galena isn't just a town, it's a beautifully preserved piece of American history. Alright, it's time to talk about that cliffhanger we mentioned. The quirkiest, strangest, and maybe the most memorable town in the entire Midwest. Welcome to Casey, Illinois, a small town with a huge personality. It all started when a local businessman named Jim Bolin wanted to bring some life back to his hometown. His idea was simple: build big things. And he meant really big things. The result? A town that holds multiple Guinness World Records for the world's largest objects. You can pose with the world's largest rocking chair, which is over 56 feet tall. Then there's the world's largest wind chime, which sends deep, gentle tones through downtown. You can even mail a letter from the world's largest mailbox. The collection just keeps going, with a giant golf tee, a massive pitchfork, and even a colossal key that's a perfect replica of the creator's own truck key. Casey is a wonderful example of creativity and community pride, turning a simple stop in Illinois into a hilarious and unforgettable adventure. Picking just a few spots from the Midwest is tough, so we had to sneak in a few honorable mentions. First, there's Monowi, Nebraska, the only official town in America with a population of 1. The sole resident, Elsie Eiler, is the mayor, librarian, and bartender, and she welcomes visitors from all over the world to her tavern. Then you have Door County, Wisconsin, often called the Cape Cod of the Midwest. With 300 miles of shoreline, cute villages, and historic lighthouses, it's a perfect coastal getaway. Don't leave without trying a traditional fish boil. In Michigan, the artsy town of Saugatuck is known for its incredible oval beach and towering sand dunes, while Frankenmuth, or Little Bavaria, brings German heritage to life with festivals and the world's largest Christmas store. Finally, for true nature lovers, the Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri protect the Crystal Clear Current and Jack's Fork rivers, offering some of the best canoeing you'll find anywhere. From islands without cars to towns full of giant objects, America's heartland is full of incredible places just waiting to be explored. These spots prove that the Midwest is far more than a stereotype. It's a region of stunning beauty, rich history, and quirky charm. So, which of these places surprised you the most? Is there a hidden gem in your part of the Midwest that we missed? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures off the beaten path.